In this tutorial, we want to look at swatches and how we can create our own color palettes in the swatches and the pre-existing ones, and how to use it in general in Inkscape. I'm using Inkscape 1.0 now. So what we will do is that we go to view and go to swatches. So you will get a dialog box. This one here opens, and then you can drag it here in case you want to see. Now the next thing we are going to do is let's look at the entries anyway. So come here, if you click this and you choose any of the entries here, you will see that it has some color palettes in that you can use if you want. So let's say we have this color palette here that we want to use. You can move it down in case you can't see anything. Now let's we draw something here, and it works like this color palette here. You just use your selection tool and then you select whatever you want. Now let's say you are not interested in any of these ones here. You come back to auto and then you want to create your own one. Let's because maybe you are doing a project where you want to select some colors here, but you always have to slide here to there to get to a color. So what you can do is you can draw some objects here using any object tool. Let's say we use these three, and then we give this color, and then we go for our selection tool, we select this and maybe give it this color. Now we want to put this here so that we can use it without doing that. So we need to go to objects and fill and stroke, so that this dialog box comes, because in this dialog box we have swatch here that helps us to put the colors up there. So we put this one in, we select, we put this also in, and then we put this one also in. Now for me not to be distracted, maybe I just close this for the time being. You see, it's big, it's too big. I just bring it here so it's like this, so we just look at what we are dealing with. Now you can work with this nicely without any problems. Now let's say let's say that let me see, I delete this and then I come here and then maybe I change to this. Now let's see, when I come back to auto, it's still there, so I can use it like the other one. Now let's say you like this, we imagine you like this here so much that you want to save it for in some future work. You can always save it by going to file and then you go to save, and then you have to save it in the Inkscape palette folder. So you have to go to this PC and then you go to your C drive where you the directory. We are going to follow the directories that where Inkscape is stored. Now I'm using Windows, so mine is at C, and then I have to go to program files and I go to Inkscape and I go to share, and then I go to Inkscape again, and then when I get to palette, that's where I want to store it. But the file the file type is a GIMP palette, so it's just, it has an ending .gpl. So you choose this, and already you see what we had in the list there, and then you can add yours to it. Let's say yours, you name it as maybe, I don't know, my first, something like that, and then you can easily save it nicely. And then when unfortunately when you come here now, you won't see it. So what you would have to do is that you will have to close Inkscape, and then when you open it again, you will see it in. Now I want to I wouldn't do that because you can try it and it works perfectly fine. Now another thing you can do is that you can import a file. So let's say we go here, and then I have some file here that I copied in from Pixabay. Thank you, Pixabay, for the for all your help. Now it's very big. I have a color wheel here. This was a JPG file. You can also bring in a PNG file. It's not important. We will have to convert it though to SVG before we can select the individual colors or save the individual colors. As I said, you have to convert this into SVG. So you can do that by going to path and then trace bitmap. Now you can trace it using the multiple scan and then going to colors. If you are interested in tracing, I have a video on it that goes in depth. Now we use about, let's try with 8 colors and see how it is, because there are lots of colors here, and I think 8 won't, but let's see here. Oh, it did a good job, really. Let's I think it's okay here, so I'll just do something like okay, yeah. And then I close this, and now I have this. So is this that I'm going to use? This I can just discard it, you know. I right click it and delete it. And this as well, I can save it like I showed you. You can save this as a GIMP color palette or GPL, and then you can always open it here and use the colors here. Another thing I saw that somebody did, which was also very good, is that you can if you want to generate some colors, actually you can just come here. Let's say we draw something like this, and then you let's draw another rectangle. I come here and draw another rectangle, but I want some colors in between. So let's see here, I choose something like green for this. Sorry, I moved that. Now I want to interpolate to get some colors in between so that I can use it in my palette. You can just select this and go to shift and select that, and then go to extension, and then you go to, first maybe I change them to paths just to be sure. So this and this, I go to path, object to path, because the operation I'm going to do is generate from path. Now I go here and then I do interpolate. Now I have to interpolate according to style, because the style gives colors. So let's say I do just not to waste your time. The important thing is to understand the concept, so we just interpolate by 5 so that it doesn't take too long. So it gives you different shades of colors. If you, and then I say apply, good, and then I close this, and then you can also pick this, and you can either pick this and do first this. You can save this, or if you want to do as we did here, you just come here and then you do or because it's a group of 7, you just go to object on group, and then now you can pick them. If you come here, you can pick them one by one, and then when you select as we did initially to get this, you select and then you select, and then with the you are going to use fill and stroke, you do that, and then you augment it to this to create another palette. So that's how you can use the swatches in Inkscape. Thank you for watching, and please help me by subscribing to my channel, and if this helped you in any way, please give me a like. Thank you. Bye.